when women are young, before they get married or even, think about it, what are some of the things that they need to do to really prepare themselves and their life, for the potential that one day they may be faced with divorce? That's one thing that I'd like to talk about. And then secondly, for women that never thought that they were going to get divorced or be in that situation and they didn't prepare themselves. What are some things that they can do today if they're facing the prospect of divorce?
Well, those are two big questions. And so let's start with the first one. And the things that I'm going to say from the young woman question, young woman thinking about getting married, preparing to get married, the things that I'm going to tell you that will help you, if you're in that position, listener, to sort of sort of prepare yourself for the possibility of divorce are also, in my opinion, things that are going to make it less likely that you will get divorced.
Love it.
Because I think that one of the things that is really a challenge for a lot of people is talking about money.
Yes.
And I think that a lot of people, and as a culture, money means so much more than a way to pay the bills. It's really a way that we measure success and power and compare ourselves to our families of origin, our neighbors, our friends, and each other. And so money is also just a way to pay the bills. And each of us have our own, for lack of a better way of framing this, sort of money personality, things that we appreciate about money, things we worry about money. And if you don't have a conversation with your intended, your spouse, about these things, then you are almost guaranteeing yourself that you're going to run into a problem, which is kind of like why I like the idea of a prenuptial agreement. There's a lot of legal reasons I like the idea of that too, but it forces people to talk about money because all marriages end, Adrienne. They end either by death or divorce. They all
Yep.
end, and the law has something to say about what that means. So talking about the end of the marriage is not cynically planning for it to end and therefore creating a harbinger of the future for yourself. You're talking about how you're going to handle money during the marriage and after the marriage and what marriage means to you when it comes to money. I think that's a really important conversation. It's probably a lot more important than the dress you choose or the
Yeah.
colors of the napkins at the reception or which caterer or band. And yet, so much more attention often goes to those conversations than the conversation about how we're going to handle money during the marriage.
Gosh, that's societal programming right there, right? It's like women just
Yeah,
look pretty and select your dress and leave the money and the number stuff to me as a man, right? Like that is
exactly.
a big problem. We need to change that.